Can I ask the ladies a question real quick? Is it safe to say that every man that y'all allowed to enter your body has some way persuaded you or convinced you that he was committed to you and that was y'all were in
No,
love?
no.
Absolutely not. No.
We
Absolutely
got
not.
sexually desires like y'all got sexual
Yeah,
desires.
and it's like
We
Bruiser,
y'all
can fall
when
apart
you
flesh
don't
just
have
like y'all.
desires.
So
Bruiser, you the oracle. You see how you got them to answer my question by asking them a different way, brother. You
Exactly.
the man. You
That
the
was
goat.
that
That
You
was
the goat.
a fucking
You
one
the
right there.
goat. They
That,
told on
that was
themselves.
a one.
Case closed.
Now we can talk about hoes. Now I'm just playing.
So to put it all right, so to put it simply, I'm gonna say I'm willing to bet that Will's overarching point is that you don't give leadership to men as a whole. We can't be responsible for you and be your leader if that's not a title, that's not something that you would give us. And the thing is, to be fair, you would give us your body, y'all to do that. But to Aria's point, she said that's something you got to earn from me is a trust for you to be my leader. So when you say that men are the leaders, it's only if we're talking about an interpersonal level here. It's predicated on whether you're even willing to give that up or not.
So Swinny, when
They
I made
only
my
call
speech,
us the leaders to take their liability away from them.
when I made my, it was not interpersonal. Y'all made it interpersonal, but I was just speaking on a general basis. Like men are supposed to be like y'all made it way more interpersonal than what I was per se saying. But I do get the point.
But
I was just speaking overall.
I
the
don't know.
reason why it's interpersonal is because we're talking about relationships and we're talking about, and we were specifically speaking about dating. And when it comes to this, it's hard to say that men are the leaders in these type of situations when it's the individual making the decision. Yes, even if we look at this situation, you have a baby, right? I get it. As leaders, I know you want us to be like, look at the man. He need to be held accountable too. He's supposed to be the leader. The problem is that you're expecting us to hold him to a standard you didn't even give him. Even in your decision making, you didn't say, you my leader, I need you to do this for me before you did all of this. But now after the fact, you're coming to the congregation and saying, hey, look, I'm out here, I'm trying to move I'm trying to date, I'm trying to do this. Y'all are telling me that I'm not valued, y'all are telling me that I'm not worthy of dating, that y'all don't want to do this with me. But what about him? It takes two to tango. And we're like, well, what's up?
So do the men here behave as leaders before a woman has given you that position?
I would argue that it does. I would say this: it doesn't matter, because if he's not, then he shouldn't have the position
But
at
I was
all.
just explaining that to her,
That's
bro.
that's the difference. If a man is acting if he's not one, he should never ever have the ability to have access to you. It
Wait, what
is the
type?
ones that behave like leaders that you're supposed to give the position to. But if you're giving both the leaders and the non-leaders the same shit, what's to stop the
So you
non-leaders
told
from?
us, we were avoiding the question. Do you act as a leader? Do you embody those characteristics
No,
before being
no, no,
given that position?
no,
Absolutely. If
no,
I would
no.
say
Well, let's
say
just
this.
say absolute. There's a group of men who do, and there's a group of men who don't.
No,
But
gentlemen, let's say no, because
it's
right.
still
Let's be
saying it
straight.
doesn't.
Yeah, I want to go with Will. Let's say
Watch this.
absolutely not. I don't give none
Aria,
of that.
no.
I'm
Let
a
me
damn
explain
fool
something
out
to you,
there.
Aria. No, and you guys don't require it. That's why it doesn't happen. You know,
I'm gonna say yes.
being a leader is work. Being a leader is sacrificial. Being a leader is delayed gratification. If a man wants your body today, if he's a leader, he has to not get your body today. But guess what? If he chooses to hang up his leader hat or never put it on, you'll give him your body, because you're not going to require him to be a leader to get your body. You're going to require him to be a leader to get your mind and your soul.
But it's an important thing you got to understand.
I didn't say that.
It's an important thing you got to understand about who it matters to. To you, it don't matter. Obviously, whether he's a leader or not, it shouldn't matter, because you still got to receive it, or you still got to allow him access. It also depends on the person's principles, because regardless of he could get it from you, or whether you give it to him or not, it matters to something of a higher being that he believes in, if he adopt his way. So, for example, if I can get all the cheeks I want, I got the option to go get the cheeks I want, or I can stand behind something that's higher than myself. You get what I'm saying? So if a man is exercising his option to go inside you based on your willingness to receive him, that guy doesn't have any principles, because the principles override whether you say yes or no. It's principles that tell him no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These are the requirements. This is how you conduct yourself according to this particular standard. So that's what you also got to be aware of.
And what I will say, agreeing to Shan's point, is women are loose, like completely. The last guy that I dated, like my ex, before we had, it was a year. I dated him a year, literally a year before we had sex, right? And I remember telling my friends that, and they were like, "What? Oh my God, this is crazy! Like, what's going on? Why wouldn't you?" And I'm like, "We just wanted to bond on a different level." And we did, and we waited, and I felt like he was a leader, but it was more so the women coming back and being like, "What? He must be gay. What's wrong with him?" Like, da, da, da. So I feel like the women are, they're a little more loose around here in these streets. Like, they're not requiring a lot.
Wait, are you talking about you?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say you was married?
I was
to your
married
high school sweetheart?
for 10 years. I've been divorced. I'm divorced. So I'm back out here.
So you're saying after your marriage, you met a guy and y'all bonded for a year before y'all had sex?
Yes, right hand of God on my kids.
Wait, and help me understand, what were you giving him to keep sex at bay?
That's a bad question.
You won't be answered.
I can't really answer that. I think that he would have to answer.
He just likes being around.
No, I think that
man.
You can.
Do you think he was smashing other women?
Oh, sure.
No,
you don't know.
Not you, Shan. I'm not asking you.
He was doing his own thing. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, so then y'all was just friends. Okay, well, I can wait around for a woman. Wait. Listen, when you're talking like this.
But what I'm saying is, it could possibly have happened. I don't know. He never told me, because according to me, it was just me and him. But as far as I know when the first time me and him, right? And we were exclusively dating.
Okay,
but my problem with that was when I was having these conversations with my friends during that time, everybody was like, "He must be gay. It's something wrong. He's da da da." It was literally a decision that me and him made together.